Welcome, everyone. I want to challenge you with the question of the day. Why is it easy to speak on goodness, but hard to speak on the source? As I'm diving deeper into my faith, I often get challenged or I often get credit on like the amazing changes that people see in my life. And often is from people that are very dear and close to me. And one of them got close to me a couple months ago and said, "Gosh, Catherine, I'm seeing some great changes in you. You've changed your discipline. You've changed your perception. You've changed the way you act. You changed the way you talk. It is honestly refreshing to see such good changes in you." And I responded to this person saying, like, thank you. I learned discipline through Christ, and I'm learning goodness because I see the goodness in me that He gave me. It's a reflection of Him in me. And immediately after I said that, that person, like, almost like took 3 steps back and said, "Why do you need to do that?" And I'm like, do what exactly? Like, why do you always need to bring up Jesus to the conversation? Like, you have no need to do that. It's almost as if you're always trying to impose your religion on me. And first thing I did, I was like, "Oh, well, if you're seeing it that way, I am sorry. But I'm only giving credit to the source. I'm really citing the source because I didn't have it in me, or I didn't acknowledge that I had it in me. I'm just recognizing that it came from somewhere. And I know that that was from God. So are you guys also feeling that? Because it's been on me. Like, it's been on me. So I want to challenge you to think, why is it easy to speak of goodness but hard to speak on the source? And universally, we can all agree that goodness is kindness, goodness is services, goodness in acts. Those are all recognizable good things universally. But when you point back to Christ, why is it hard? Why is it hard? And the immediate passage that came to my head when I was thinking of this, I'm going to read it now. 1 Corinthians 1:18. For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. To know of Jesus and to have a relationship with Him and recognize that the power of love and goodness comes from Him is to challenge secular explanations of goodness and morality. Because if you say to someone, "Why do you think that's good? Where does good come from?" They have no means of explaining where to even begin. But you know the truth. You know the truth. Now, are you being truthful to that truth? John 14:6. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. You're not acknowledging your Maker every time you don't cite Him on everything good that you do. Because that goodness comes from Him, His love, His power. So what are you doing? Are we stealing now? Are we stealing? I thought that everything that wasn't yours we were supposed to give credit to. Why are you afraid to point back to the thing, to the being that gave that to you? I know it's hard, but don't be lukewarm about your faith. Whatever you think you're gonna lose, you didn't have to begin with. And I'm telling you from personal experience, ever since I started being more vocal about my Maker, about the goodness in me through Him, I've seen a toll in my personal medias. and not just say, God, I never had this to begin with. This was fake. This was fake. And I know that I will gain so much more because the only thing that I want to follow is you. And the only thing that I want people to know is the truth that is in you. I want people to have a foundation, but in you, not in society. And this was on my previous videos. But if you don't have a firm foundation on your beliefs and that truth, you would always be challenged. And I say this to my lukewarm Christians who are so openly good. They like doing good things, good acts, but they don't cite their source. They're always so quick to not mention Jesus, but that goodness comes from Jesus. That power that you're using is from Jesus. Not giving him the proper glory, the proper citation, the proper admiration. You're lying. Not only to yourself, but to others. And you're stopping the message from getting to them. Stop being lukewarm. And I'm going to ask you now. Now, when they say to you, you're being good, are you going to be afraid of pointing back to the source of goodness? Are you going to be lukewarm about your faith? Or are you going to stand firm and say, it came from him? And I tell you, people are looking for him because they see the goodness of him in you. So you need to give him that citation. You need to give him that quote that it wasn't me. It was him. He's showing you love through me. And you're stopping people from experiencing that because you're afraid. You're holding on to saying who that came from. You're cheating them on their opportunity to have the same experience you are having. And that's not fair. You're not doing your part. Stop being lukewarm. Stop. It's about time. It's about time. So I hope that served for somebody who might have needed it, who needed to hear it. Because most definitely it's something that's been happening to me a lot more recently. So I hope some different decisions are made and that you cite the source. Don't steal that opportunity from somebody else. So God bless, brothers and sisters, and have a wonderful weekend. You're always in my prayers. If this was helpful, leave me a comment and subscribe. I definitely would love to hear from you guys. God bless.